Hi, my name is Olumide Du. Like everybody know, I'm the campaign specialist for Climate Wednesday, and I will be talking more about the impact of climate change in Africa and why education is very important. Yeah, I have some couple of things that I wrote down here that I will be sharing with you. Climate change is likely to produce a host of social and political issues in Africa. And looking at the part of West Africa, we notice that a lot has been going on through the flooding, and people don't really understand why they need to keep the environment well. And why is this happening? It's because of the education around the climate change issues, environmental issues, renewable energy issues. And looking at the eastern part of the country, a lot of things is also going on, which is not different from what is happening in West Africa, southern part of Africa, and the eastern part of Africa. So why we want to be doing education is basically people don't really have understanding of the historical data. They don't have understanding of the real-time data and the climate forecast. Because of education, education is something that can key them into understand when to take action and when not to even move on taking an action. So as one of the most vulnerable regions in the world, Africa has been a country that we go on and on and on and on to attend conferences and negotiations and stuff, and it's get back to us that all the negotiations always come back and no agreement. So it's because of the understanding of the young people, it's because of the understanding of how young people can also be part of decision making. And if you don't put education in front of them, it's going to really make us not to understand why we need to focus on education. So education is very key, and education is going to take Africa to a better place when it comes to climate change issues. So Africa contributes to a little to the greenhouse gas effect, and if you know very well that it's also one of the things that we don't understand as an African. We need to understand this so that we can also be part of the solution. And like we know, COP21 is coming in France and in Paris, and what is Africa going to be doing? We don't even have understanding of what we are going to take there. So that is why we need a position. We need to key in education. We need to train young people to also be part of COP21. So education is key for us to run this particular project. Education is part of the solution to climate change, and that is why we want to do it. Challenges of education and climate change is very huge, and if you don't tackle it now, it's going to be a time bomb in Africa. So the impact of climate change on education is strictly for us to get the understanding of how Africa need to know what is climate change all about. So that is why from the understanding or from research, you know that South Africa, they are suffering climate change impact on the children is very, very huge. And if the children doesn't really know more about what climate is all about and environmental issue, there's no how they can talk about it. So that's why I want to take education as a project on climate change. For more information, you can also contact us on www.climatewed.org, and you can also tweet at us at ClimateWed. And one of the things that we always tell people is that if you don't take the action now, if you don't key the education into Africa concerning climate change, definitely we will continue to go and on without having a negotiation in any conference, particularly on climate change. Thank you very much, and hope to hear from you.